Hey guys, today I want to share with you the power and positivity of failure. You see, until I adopted a healthier mindset about the definition of failure, only then did I feel that I could move forward in a productive and healthy way with everything that I was doing. So I want to share that with you. The top 5 lessons I learned from failure is that failure is just a form of energy that is moving you in another direction, a direction of your ultimate destiny. That means a direction in which you're meant to go. And second is that failure is opportunity. It is opportunity. That means every time you experience failure, it is opportunity disguised as failure. So you can decide what next. What's the next best thing I can go for? What's the next direction I can take? And the third lesson is from Thomas Edison. And he's the guy that invented the light bulb. He says, I didn't fail. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. And number four, most successful people will tell you that if you've never failed, then you've never succeeded. And the last but not least is from one of my favorite coaches, Lisa Nichols. And she says, if you're going to fail, fail forward. You see, I have many failures in my life, but I also had successes. Now, I remember my first job at McDonald's when I was 16. I couldn't really just hold on to one job and pay all the bills, so I had many jobs. And so when I finally went to school and finished and graduated in graphic design, I was proud of myself to be the first one hired at a very established company, and I was around 21, I think, at that point. And when I finally came to a realization after 2 years that I didn't enjoy my job anymore, but I was too afraid to quit because I didn't know what else was out there for me. But as you would know it, I got laid off. So it was like a blessing in disguise. I got laid off, even though I felt so sad and so defeated at the time. Like I felt like the whole world was coming down because I didn't know what else to do with myself. That was my life. I thought that was the path. I went to school for it. So I was sad, but then I realized that it really forced me to do something I never did before, which is go out there on my own and start a business. And that's when I started to freelance in graphic design. And I had to, take on other jobs to pay for the bills because it didn't quite pay enough at the time when I first started the business. And eventually people were asking me if I was doing event planning as well. I didn't. But I said yes. I said yes so I could figure it out later. And next thing you know, people were asking me if I did photo production work. I didn't. But I said yes. And I tried to figure it out later too. And I ended up just providing all these services and I got really good at it. And I became like a one-stop shop company where I was providing graphic design work, marketing, event planning, photo production. And next thing you know, I met all these wonderful people and I got into modeling and got into acting. I even started a couple other companies, including starting a nonprofit organization where we built schools in Africa. And then I also started my own jewelry line. I made some pretty bad decisions along the way, and all that led me to heartbreaking outcomes and a huge debt, and I had to file for bankruptcy as well. And with all that, I felt like a failure. But then I remember what I learned about failure, and it's opportunity disguised and failure, and that I was being moved in another direction. And so it is that I ended in the wellness world and then became a featured personal trainer and wellness coach, and now moving into speaking and being an empowerment coach. And I would never thought that all those failures would lead me to where I am today. So I've come to learn to enjoy the journey and don't be so worried about the destination, because the journey is where all the fun is. And when you can just see failure in this positive, powerful light, you're going to find yourself more productive, and you're going to find yourself having more successes, and you're going to enjoy your journey and not worry much about the destination. So I hope this inspired you today, and I'll come up with different topics for you guys every week. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, feel free to just comment below or just direct message me. Okay? Thanks for joining me today. See you guys.